Hey, what's going on guys, Ace here, and today we are going to review spoilers for chapter 279, which picks up straight from the last chapter with Noah giving the ball to Kaiser and telling him to score with his Kaiser impact. Now a few things to get before the start. It seems that Noah was a full-on striker and he never cared about the NEL or Isigi. This honestly felt like a slap to Isigi's face, who is feeling really down. However, he's not going to let that stop him, and instead in this chapter he will try and prove himself. But in any case, let's get back to the game. We see Kaiser has the ball and he tells Noah, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of Noah using Isigi to push Kaiser towards an awakening? And Noah simply responds, I want to live as a striker. I want a new worthy rival. And there Kaiser tells him, do you live in a shonen manga or something? And this kinda confirms what I've always said. Sure, this is a sports manga. Sure, it follows the rules of sports, but writing wise, it always felt as if this is shonen. It always felt as if they are fighting. And of course, this confirms it clearly, with Kaiser acknowledging that Noah thinks like a shonen protagonist. And also, I want you guys to notice something. In chapter 205, Isigi said to that reporter, I want to live as a striker, and that's an ego that I'm not willing to give up. And Noah here says the same. I kid you not guys, I feel like the writer is playing on our nerves with this, because sometimes I feel that Noah really betrayed Isigi and he wants nothing in life but just to have a rival, which of course he selected Kaiser. And at the same time, it feels like he is pushing both. He pushed Kaiser with seeming to play with Isigi, and now it's time to push Isigi. However, I really can't tell, and this is good writing. This is actually brilliant writing. If you can't tell, if the story is not predictable, then the writer is doing something great, something right. And here, I kid you not, I keep thinking about this. What if Noah doesn't care about both? What if Noah actually cares about them a lot? Because if you remember in the Manshine City game, when Prince tried to join the game, Noah told him that you failed as a master, that you are not leading your team towards growth. And he actually said the same thing to Loki in this game, when he saw that he doesn't care about his team and actually only cares about elevating Charles. And then in the last chapter he goes on and says that he is a full-on egoist, and he only cares about elevating Kaiser to become his rival. And so I'm really confused about him, and that's definitely a great thing because I can't wait to see what's going to happen. In any case, enough babbling about Noah and Kaiser. Let's talk about BXG's defense. First, we see that they form a wall with three people, Zantetsu, Karasu and Tokimitsu, and that's definitely understandable because they are the tallest people in the team. In any case, we see that Loki is standing behind them, and he seems that he is observing Kaiser. However, my question is, actually, where is Ren? Seriously, where the hell is Ren? And this is not a question for now, but throughout the chapter, Ren is nowhere to be seen. But regardless, back to Noah and Kaiser and their talk about being an egoist. And actually here, Kaiser is shocked of how much of an egoist Noah really is. And as Noah is shocking Kaiser, he actually has the same aura as Isigi when he was talking to Yuki in the Manshine City game. And that's the second similarity thing, right? I really feel something sus is happening with Noah. But in any case, Kaiser is determined on finishing the job. And there Isigi is trying to analyze him. And guys, I have a bad feeling about this. Usually Isigi excels at reading people like he did with Ryo and Nagi. However, he struggles with players like Baru who are unpredictable. And as I said in his awakening, Kaiser became very unpredictable. And so I kinda have a bad feeling about what Isigi can do here, or if he can even read Kaiser. This is double bad because Kaiser can see him and he can see his positioning, and thus he can adjust accordingly. But nonetheless, Isigi comes up with a plan. You see, realistically, Kaiser will shoot to one of two spots. Either he's gonna use a Kaiser Impact Magnus and shoot for the left far corner, or use a direct Kaiser Impact and shoot for the close top right corner. And Isigi is analyzing what he should do. Should he try and cover the easy close corner where Kaiser might use a direct Kaiser Impact, or should he cover the far corner? And something weird here, the panel shows that the goalkeeper actually catches the ball and then Isigi takes it and score. I don't know, this is the Kaiser Impact. I guess if it is Magnus, it's not as fast as the regular one, and so the goalkeeper might actually have a chance. And also, the goalkeeper could be anticipating this, because Kaiser used it before. And that could happen, but again, goalkeepers suck in Blue Lock, and so I don't know how realistic this is. In any case, Isigi thinks of the most rational path, where he could draw out the best of luck. And that's definitely with Kaiser using his Magnus. You see, Kaiser was shook before. That's the reason he started utilizing the Magnus technique. and so Kaiser will subconsciously try and use it. That's the conclusion Isagi reached, and we see him place himself to the left. And not for nothing, this is very rational of him, and I like it. However, as this is happening, we see Kaiser looking deeply at the goal, and he might have understood what Isagi is trying to do. And of course, we get a shot of the wall who is very nervous, especially Takemitsu, the poor guy. In any case, the next panel is actually my favorite in this chapter. Kaiser pulls off a Cristiano Ronaldo move, where he did the same thing Ronaldo usually does when he shoots a free kick. That is opening his legs slightly and doing the which is definitely funny, and I feel it's a nudge that Kaiser resembles Ronaldo, which I like. Then Kaiser remembers his childhood and he opens his eyes, and we see beautiful predator eyes fused with the flow state pattern. And not for nothing, this page rocks. I really love it. And honestly, the chapter continues to spoil me, because the next page, the next panel is so good, with Kaiser completely relaxed as he marched towards the ball. However, notice this, that both Isagi and the goalkeeper moved before Kaiser even shot the ball. And that's definitely confirming what Isagi thought before, that the goalkeeper is expecting the same thing, which is the Kaiser impact Magnus. In any case, Kaiser shoots, and the only ones who read the situation are Isagi and the goalkeeper, who both seem to try and cover it. Now Isagi is very confident, because what would the goalkeeper even do, as Isagi will strike it to the opposite direction. However, to his surprise, and to everyone's surprise actually, the ball continued to spin and actually is heading towards the right corner, which means Kaiser definitely won his bet. He actually read Isagi and the goalkeeper like an open book, and instead used the third option that our protagonist did not think of. And man, I really love this. It kinda teaches Isagi in dealing with these unpredictable players. There will always be a path that they can capture from the shadows. And by the way, look at this, Hiyori is too shook by this, he did not expect it as well. And honestly, the cyan-haired boy just keep falling off. But in any case, this is not important right now, because as Isagi is shook, he feels something behind him, and as he turns, he finds Loki sprinting towards the ball. And one thought came up to his mind, is this even possible? Is he going to stop it? He actually did, he caught up to the ball and he stopped it. Now, this is definitely some bullshit, right? I mean, this is not human at all. I've seen a comment on Twitter calling this chapter Dragon Lock Z, which definitely fits because this is obviously supernatural. However, I'm going to play the devil's advocate here. You see, I actually have two theories on how this happened, but both rely on the fact that this is fiction and this is just manga, and the way things are drawn don't necessarily mean they are realistic. Think of it this way, I think Loki might have started sprinting as soon as Kaiser kicked the ball, and that's for the two reasons that I'm going to list. First, he might have just read Kaiser. He might have understood that a direct Kaiser impact is readable, and a Magnus Kaiser impact to the left corner is also readable. And so the third option is actually Kaiser's only option, and he went and covered it. The second theory is actually him seeing Isagi move to the left, and he understood that Kaiser will counter that, and so he sprinted before the ball started to turn, because as you all know, the ball went to the left, then to the right, and so there was definitely some time missing. And I know, a player can never be faster than a ball, but I mean, this is fiction and we need to just accept it. And also, I think Rin's goal was more bullshit than this. The ball was floating in the air, while Rin shook off both Kaiser and Shiro. He zigzagged in the penalty box, then he stopped when he saw Sai's illusion, then re-accelerated once he saw Isagi. And all of that happened and the ball did not even fall. That's totally bullshit. However, here it's kinda explainable. And you can tell that to Isagi and Kaiser, who are completely shook. They are thinking he is not human. In any case, as you all know, I expected this. I said it's going to be either Loki, Karasu, Rin, or Isagi, and this is because Kaiser needed to fail here. Noah just dropped a big bomb on us, and the match can't just end. We need some receipts, right? We need more explanations. However, I think this was brilliant. I wish it was drawn in a better way where Loki was already sprinting, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. In any case, Kaiser fails, and it's time to rebuild the attack. And also in the last page, in the final panel, we see that the ball did not actually go out and is in the air for the grabbing, and here I would have loved Kunigami to take it. However, there is Noah, and so I feel that's definitely scary. I mean, if Noah tries to get it, who would stop him? But funny enough, I also think it might be Zantetsu because he's fast as well, and he might to try and get it from the wall since he is closer than anyone. Plus he is faster than anyone with the exception of Loki. And also we get a look at Loki's new eyes, which, I don't know, they kinda seem as the flow state, but at the same time they feel unique. They resemble Carasso and Lorenzo's assassin's eyes, but with the white part of the eye inverted, and so I'm curious to see what these eyes could enable him to do. And of course, if they are ever explained, I will be doing a video on them. However, with that, we actually reached the end of the chapter, and honestly, there isn't really much to talk about. This was a chapter that is packed with action and honestly easy to understand, and so I'm going to end the video here, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and until next time, thank you for watching.